10 seconds.
Best of luck.
Can I get a fly check?
6, 5,
Okay, fade to black.
3.
They're Branniger and the Hawk.
In all the universe, there is only one power great enough to join forces and save the world. And this summer, there's only one place to find it. McDonald's. It's here, a force so phenomenal, you'd think it was right out of a movie. It is. Now at McDonald's, you can buy your own action figure and Ninja Zord. 6 sets in all. They're here to save the world.
Sir? Yes?
You gonna eat all those fries?
Hello, this is the Loud House Critic, one guy with 1,000 views on the episodes I must review. So clearly we're almost at the end of August and we're getting there to September, October, November, and December. So this next episode is kind of a mixed one with 2 different kind of subplots. One happens to do with Lincoln and the other one happens to do with Lori. City Slickers. The 80th episode, season 3, and the 109th episode. So we have Lincoln and Lori actually going into the city where the Cassiandes are, which we got Lincoln hanging around with Ronnie Ann and Lori trying to be a city girl. How good of a writer is Kevin Sullivan with this episode? Well, I won't have too much to say about this episode, but luckily I actually have 2 guest stars for this one. First up,
people of YouTube! F-Man Critic with the Loud House Critic once more! I tell you something, it feels amazing to be back on the show, Critic. I'm telling you. I will tell you this, though. Even though I already reviewed this episode on my YouTube channel, it feels cool to be revisiting again.
So nice to see you again, Finley. I'm glad you could actually make it on this one. Since there's actually two different types of subplots, I decided to let you actually take Lori's subplot, while me and my next guest star actually take Lincoln and Ronnie Ann's subplot. And for my next guest star, we'll actually be here shortly. Right now, let's get a head start.
Today's Loud House episode was requested by
There it is! The big city! Ah!
Can I get a warning next time?
You know, that's the perfect reason about why I have headphones on, so I don't have to hear girls squealing like that.
You're the one that makes me feel so high. Just like the diamonds in the sky. I never want to hear you say goodbye. You're my diamond in the sky.
Sorry, Lincoln. I'm just so excited.
We're visiting Bobby and Ronnie Ann this weekend, so Lori can get to know the city better. I'm just tagging along for moral support, and some of that delicious Casa Grande cuisine.
I'm surprised Lori ain't gonna question Lincoln to ask him, who the hell are you talking to? And then again, I can't be too sure about how Monty Python and the Holy Grail actually works.
Can you believe it? As soon as I graduate, I'll literally be going to college here.
What the fuck did I tell you about that? God damn it!
I'm surprised Lori isn't driving crazy like she did in The Loudest Mission.
Sorry, I just know how much I'm going to love it here. I've always been a city girl at heart.
Yeah, the question is, how well do you know the city very well? I mean, have you even spent so much time in the city, or have you been spending so much time in the neighborhood? Because you literally might be inexperienced with it.
Seriously, writers, I thought she was moving to the big city to be with Barbie after she graduates. Well, clearly in season 5, she did not.
How about you? Are you excited to see Ronnie Ann?
Oh yeah,
Shit, I ain't.
we're gonna have a blast!
Fuck, that's not even friendship. That's hell of a boss showing right there. Even Helga wouldn't do stupid shit like that to Arnold. And Hey Arnold is the real reason about why I would watch episodes with Helga in it and not Ronnie Ann.
I've missed her.
Ooh, I bet you do.
Survey says
You're a UN pussy. And yes, it's true that I kick ass. Ah!
A little lower.
A little higher.
why do we even need a sign? When did we become sign people?
What? Whose candy-ass idea was that?
I just watched a fascinating documentary on the role of signage in expanding our freeway system.
Oh my God. Why do you talk so slow?
It seems that
Here, honey, try my taquitos.
And with all the excitement, I forgot to ask, why the fuck is Ronnie Ann's mother still wearing the fucking nurse outfit? Shouldn't she actually be wearing her own casual clothes? It's kind of weird how somebody around in that apartment place would want to play doctor with her.
Ronnie Ann! I've narrowed it down to 2 dresses. Has anyone seen her? Ronnie Ann!
Phew, I may smell like dog all day, but it's worth it.
Hello everyone, I am here. Sorry I'm late, Loud House Critic. I was looking for a new outfit for my own channel show.
Well, Amilleon, at least you actually made it in time for the show. We were just getting started. And I already told Finley that he's actually going to do Lori's subplot while you and I are going to take Lincoln and Ronnie Ann's subplot. Easy peasy. Let's get a move on now.
Spit it.
Can't see! Payday! Payday!
Lincoln and Zoe are here. Hooray!
Hi, CJ.
Hey, buddy, long time no see.
I would never even hug this kid.
Yeah, I know that means I have no heart and I'm going to hell or whatever you want to say, but I just don't like this guy.
How are the road signs on your way in?
Greetings, my lovely gazelle.
Oh, hey, Carl.
Shit, Carl, keep it in bedroom. You're not old enough to have sex yet.
Jesus Christ, why does every male on the show want to bang Lori? You have Bobby, which is understandable because they're boyfriend and girlfriend, but then you have Clyde, who is too young for Lori, and then you have Carl, who is way too young for Lori.
Who the fuck knows, Finley? Ever since they made Clyde stop crushing on Lori for a long time, now the sudden it becomes Carl's turn to actually try to bang Lori. And you know what they say, too much spice can really make you pack heat.
Peaches, 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 I love you.
I wasn't sure if you wanted breakfast or lunch, so I made both.
I could eat both.
Dude, don't touch me.
I wouldn't mind eating so much of that food, but somehow I think I'm more into Italian and Cajun food. I can't wait for my New Orleans trip.
Ça c'est toujours délicieux. Go, son Lincoln. Let's go. Time to walk the plank.
Okay, I respect the laws of the sea, but can I eat first?
Sure, I'm a pirate, but I'm fair.
Hey, CJ, I got a better game that we can play. How about Ghost? Bobby will be the daddy, Lori will be the mommy, and I'll be the babysitter who chops the little kids' heads off.
Welcome back, Lamo.
Hey, Ronnie-Ann, I brought you a present.
Oh, cool! A royal wood sweatshirt.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Wait the fuck a second. You give her a sweater while you get a pie in the face from her when she delivers a gift to you? That's so unfair. You know I would give her?
Sorry it smells like garlic knots.
Beat smelling like a dog. Thanks.
Ow!
Ronnie-Ann, it's Samir calling.
I'll call him back later.
I wonder who that is. Friend? Secret admirer? A queer lover?
Please shut up, critic. You're really making it sound like someone bit you in the dick. And I ain't talking about the one mood that managed to kill someone off by ripping off a dick and being bleed to death.
Okay, that's a little too much.
Oh, Samir's a part of Ronnie-Ann's little group of friends. They're all thick as thieves. It's so sweet!
I can't take this shit. Are you serious?
Can anyone tell me why the hell Lincoln is actually here again?
Survey says...
And I squeezed him. I tried to choke him till his brains came out his ears. You know the usual.
Cool, I'd love to meet them.
No, this weekend's all about you. Come on, we have a lot of catching up to do.
Hope things go better for Lori.
Boo-Boo Bear!
Babe!
There's something better than this for you and me.
Oh, you're so cold.
I just got out of the dairy case. Come see my latest improvement to the bodega? I organized the money so all the presidents face the same way.
You're such a businessman.
Ew, no.
I'd rather kill myself.
Thanks, but it took me so long, now I have to work until 5.
That's totes okay. I can spend the day exploring the city.
I hope you love it as much as I do.
I'm sure I will. I'm a city girl at heart.
Don't put your money on it, Lori.
It ain't that easy. Just don't go up to a pig and say, hey, why don't you come home with me so my wife can cook you up for dinner.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. No.
Dang it.
Yes, I still own you. Want to play again?
If I wanted to play Street Fighter, Virtual Fighter, or Mortal Kombat, I could easily pick some of the best characters I can really get into. Like with Mario Kart, I can actually play Mario, Princess Peach, Baby Daisy, Rosalind, and Toad.
Let's go see the city.
There's nothing to see. Just a bunch of tall buildings and smelly subway cars.
Hey, there's a lot more to the city than just those things. I'm pretty much a neighborhood and a city person myself. And I'm always on my guard whenever I'm in the city.
Oh, honey, there's much more to the city than that. You should definitely show Lincoln around. Do it, mija.
They're guilt-tripping her, and I ain't having it. If my own mother does that to me, I will bitch slap her until kingdom come.
Yeah, look, don't ask me to have sex if you're gonna guilt trip me like this. So many Hollywood stars would sleep with the director just to get what they want.
You know we're just gonna stare at you until you agree.
Ugh, fine.
Come on, Frida. Let's see what you got.
You know, I am too surprised to be in this review. Not to be badly dashed on how stupid both the moms are being, but to be there to support Ronnie Ann.
And I thought Lincoln's parents were a bunch of hypocrites.
Wow, this is literally the city girl look I was dreaming of. I can't believe you have all this.
When you thrift as much as I do, you pretty much have everything.
Yeah, you forgot modest.
Convenient.
Surprise! Power attack! Ah!
Leave this to me. Wednesday, what are you gonna do? What I do best.
Lori, my dove, allow me to be your guide today. I can show you the most romantic spots in our fine metropolis.
Did someone take a crap on your face, Carl?
Survey says. What show?
Oh, fancy words from someone with a pudding mustache.
That's very sweet, Carl, but I think I can manage on my own.
I understand. For the record, strong, independent women inflame the passion on my heart.
Literally adorable.
I wouldn't say adorable, more like creepy.
Ugh! Thank you for ruining my vibe!
Find some girls to your own age, dude.
And there's a building, and another building, and ooh, an even taller building. Ooh, good tour.
Oh look, there's a building, there's another building, and there's another bed that looks like it took a giant shit. Come on, girl, light it up.
Hey, those kids are calling you. Hey, didn't you hear us?
Duh, obviously not.
You know, back at the apartment, when Ronnie Ann said that she was going to call them back later, and suddenly she shows up with her friends, does anyone sense predictability of what's going to actually happen? Because obviously this is a milestone you could have seen coming.
Hey, I'm Lincoln. I'm sure Ronnie Ann's told you all about me.
Actually, no. I'm Casey, that's Amir, and that's Nikki.
Sup? How do you know Santiago?
You know, from the looks of Nikki, she looked like she's got a hot, sexy mother. I wonder who her mom is. Because her wearing a sweater like that, it's like she's trying to hide her modesty side. As if her mother used to be a seductive stripper.
Blink's a part of my rough and tumble past.
The only thing rough and tumble was that church carnival ride that made us puke up our cotton candy.
We should get going.
You guys want to hang with us?
Yeah, sweet!
You bet.
If I were to make new friends, I wouldn't be too embarrassed to tell them where I'm really from. I don't know why it is so hard for Ronnie Ann to just tell them. Light it up, let it loose.
Is it just me, or is Ronnie Ann feeling like she's being in Lincoln's shoes for a change, especially the way she smiled like that, as if Lincoln actually smiled like that before? So much for being a tough girl in the town. She acts a bit like a wimp.
Out of my way!
Watch it.
Taxi! Taxi! Taxi!
If I'm being honest here, Lori isn't really my favorite character. Hell, in the beginning of the series, I absolutely hated her, you know? Oh, I mean, so many Lincoln torture porn episodes, she was in them, you know? Oh, but as the series went on, she actually became a little bit likable and even nice to Lincoln, which almost sort of forgives her actions in some episodes. Some, not all of them. But in this episode, I kind of feel sorry for her in this episode. The entire episode, she's trying to get used to being a city girl, but the city's just giving her crap, you know? Oh, and I kind of feel a little sorry for her about it, you know? I mean, so many people are just so insensitive in the big city.
So what do you guys do for fun up on 300th Street?
300th Street? What are you? Ah!
What the hell?
Oops, my bad. Sorry, Link.
Mine.
These pigeons are crazy!
Aren't they just as crazy upside?
What do you mean? I'm not from...
Jesus Christ!
You looked hot.
Don't laugh, it ain't funny.
She didn't have to go and do that to Lincoln. Jeez, where's my double caramel shot frappuccino coffee drink when I need one?
Okay, 2 stops to 45th Street.
This is an express train to 250th Street.
Wait, what?
Survey says...
What the hell is that thing?
It's a talking beaver!
Holy shit!
Get it out of here!
Welcome to the top deck. Don't forget your complimentary souvenir photo on the way out.
Ooh, this view is amazing!
If you think that's such an amazing view of the city, take a look how it is at nighttime. While you're listening to 2 different songs I used to listen to when I'm on a road trip, seeing the city at nighttime as I pass by on the freeway.
In the sky at night, the stars are shining bright. You can see the city lights, 'cause I'm here to make it right.
I have seen the city at night, and it looks beautiful. So beautiful that I might as well screenshot it and say it as my wallpaper.
Come fly with me, let's fly away.
Our tallest building doesn't come close to this, but it does provide a great view of my friend Liam's chicken farm.
I've never heard of a chicken farm in the city.
Who the fuck thinks like that, a farm in the city?
You would have to be a complete idiot.
Don't get me wrong, there are a few farm marketplaces in the city, but not up to the point where you can see a giant, huge barn that has all the animals in it. And you know...
I don't live in this...
Oh, look, a blimp! Ah, you missed it.
I don't know what it is about the Loud House giving these kind of facial looks. It's like they know someone is actually up to something and they're getting really suspicious about it. But in some cases, when a character makes this kind of face, it's like they're saying, you're really pushing it.
Hey, Ronnie Ann, it's pretty cold up here. Don't you want to put your sweatshirt on?
No, I'm good.
Then can I borrow it? I'm cold.
No, you're good too.
Just let me borrow it.
Hey, what's your problem?
What's your problem? You're acting weird. Oh, shit! Did I just put a fucking H in this word? I meant to say, you're acting weird. There's so many times that I gotta hate Stewie Griffin. But Lincoln decides to get to the bottom of the matter of this to see what Ronnie Ann is really up to.
I know what's going on. You lied to your friends and told them you're from Uptown instead of Royal Woods.
What? That's ridiculous.
I'm not dumb.
Are you sure about that? Because someone in further seasons, the writers decided to dumb down you, Lisa, to Lenny's level. And Lenny went from being a lovable ditz to an absent-minded, a certain word I really don't want to use on her.
Are you embarrassed about being from Royal Woods?
Just drop it, Lincoln.
Well, you can do what you want, but I'm not lying about where I'm from.
Why do you have to mess everything up for me?
Why do you gotta act like a backstabbing, conniving little witch to Lincoln? He didn't do anything wrong to you. Even when we never saw you in heavy metal.
I didn't ask you to come here in the first place.
You bitch.
Survey says...
You're right, so maybe I'll just go. Right after I take my complimentary souvenir photo.
Ooh, ouch. So much for friendship, huh, Money Ann? This is what you get for not telling him sooner, you little shit.
Survey says...
So come fly with me, let's fly away.
Okay, I'm still a city girl. I can find my way back.
Cowabunga, dude! How did you ever get so totally cool?
Watch where you're going, Laurie. Hey, how about you put the map down and use your eyes?
Come back to the Cassiande's apartment where the three of us collide.
Hey everyone, I just remembered I need to go home. So I'm gonna pack.
From the looks of Laurie, it looked like she had a really bad time in the city. Not as good as you thought it was.
Babe, are you okay?
Where Where's Lincoln?
He's packing. What's going on?
I did something dumb.
I'll fucking kill you! Don't you fucking test me!
Wow, what'd you do this time to him, Ronnie Ann? Dumped him in a garbage can? Beat him with a golf club? Bite him in the dick? Or maybe... You pussy!
What happened out there today?
Must be pirates.
Come on, we need to get to the bottom of this.
Now, the whole damn family is not gonna back off. Seriously, stop getting into everyone's fucking privacy. It's not helpful and it's not useful either. When not all of you can go outside and touch some grass, you fucking cunts.
Holy shit.
I'm sorry, Boo Boo Bear, but there's just no way I can live in the city.
But what about our plans? We're supposed to go to college here together.
That was before I fell in a manhole.
Aw, babe. When I first got here, I walked right into the back end of a police horse. Lucky for me, he hadn't eaten lunch yet.
Survey says...
Maybe if we wait long enough, she'll come out the other way.
Ew, make him hurt. At my old school, we were never allowed to end up in the toilet.
Ew.
Life isn't always easy here, but once you get the hang of it, it's really great, and I know you're gonna love it.
Thanks, Bobby. I feel a lot better.
I will always be there. You have me there. I will always be with you.
Bobby's a great boyfriend.
Lincoln, you can't leave. I didn't mean what I said before. I do want you here.
Oh yeah, like the one time you ratted Lincoln out because he hurt your feelings and Lori had to get pissed off at him. And she forced the living shit out of him to actually get herself back together with your brother. I think you're the one who should have took the more punishment than Lincoln shouldn't.
I just don't understand why you don't want your friends to know you're from Royal Woods.
I don't know. I guess I wanted them to think I was a city kid so they'd want to hang out with me.
You know, I will lie to make new friends, but the key is to be yourself and not pretend, because lying will be wrong, and honesty is always the best prophecy, says Applejack from My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic.
You know, I just hate it when most people try to hide their real identities of who they really are. If that's what you're doing, you ain't fooling nobody.
Well, if they're really your friends, they'll like you for who you are, not where you're from.
Guess you're right. Thanks, Limo. Come on, we need a do-over of today.
Just doing our weekly door inspection. This one fails.
Survey says...
I was angry at you before, but now I'm really pissed off.
I am buying a shotgun and set up as a booby trap near my door. Let's see how funny this really is.
No, Amilleon, I can give you several ideas of how to booby trap your own house if you're living alone. There are a couple things I learned from Home Alone, but I actually upgrade them more.
I got 50,000 volts going through my window bars. I got a bucket of battery acid hanging over the back door, and I got a 30-06 rigged to the front doorknob.
Hey, can I talk to you guys? I haven't been honest with you. I'm not from the city. I'm from a small town called Royal Woods. Both of us are.
By the way, I am still troubled by Ronnie Ann's voice. If you listen closely, you can tell how it doesn't sound like it's her at all.
I'm sorry I lied. I get it if you don't want to hang out anymore.
Of course we want to hang with you.
Yeah, we don't care. I mean, I'm from Kansas.
Wait, what?
Kansas? Have you actually been to Oz? Is it really that colorful there as it is in the black and white universe?
Buzz, 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 chuck, 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 and a couple of la-dee-daws. That's how the crickets squeak all day in the merry old land of Oz.
Hey, let's get something to eat. I'm suddenly craving garlic knots.
These nuts?
I'm sorry. I'm so fucking sorry about that. Every time I gotta hear the word nuts, this guy pops into my fucking mind.
Oh, man. Let me see that photo one more time.
Well, this one didn't come out much better.
I guess you'll just have to come back and visit again.
Shit, dude, you still let her pants you? I'm so glad she didn't pull your underwear down in front of all those people. She must have been like,
all for one and one for all. Take your pants before they fall.
On the runway now we have Lincoln Loud wearing smashing underwear.
Thanks for the pep talk, Boo Boo Bear. I'm excited to be a city girl again.
out for horse butts!
This is going to be a long trip, just like me reviewing this video.
Maybe this episode's the reason why Lori goes to Fairway instead of here when she goes to college.
I am so grateful Lori got her own car in Coop Dreams. Otherwise, this shit would have been too ugly for her. City Slickers. I know this is going to be a real hard one for me, since this is another Loud and Casa Grande's episode. But there was something to this episode that were a bit predictable. Okay, lots more predictable. But I could say it's just decent, I mean, honestly. It comes down to Lincoln coming to see Ronnie Ann like he did in the bunch of recent episodes, and Lori coming to see Bobby and trying to live her life in the city. And thinking clearly that her and Bobby can go to college in the same place. And look how mostly like that turned out for further episodes. But when Lori comes to the city, it isn't exactly what she predicted and what she pictured in her own mind. In most cities, they're not mostly what they're cracked up to be. I mean, cities like California, Texas, Nevada, New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, most of the west side of the United States are really not much the friendliest cities you ever want to live in. Not to mention how many people actually get murdered and raped in these cities. But most of her scenes were a bit fun to watch. Now that come to Lincoln and Ronnie Ann, I'm just going to say it to you all right now. In the first season of The Loud House, Ronnie Ann was purely a spoiled brat. Or spoiled jerk brat, I may add. Like the most hated privilege that you can even call her. When it came down to episodes like Heavy Metal and Save the Date. And yet there's just something about Ronnie Ann that seems so very likely relatable. She's an absolute SOB for what she's done to Lincoln in the past episodes. But let's be honest, wouldn't at least most of us act like Ronnie Ann if we were living in a big city after moving from a small neighborhood? It is bad, and she quickly regrets it for lying to her friends, especially when she hurt Lincoln. Like, we all wish we could be the coolest kid in town to hang around with the cool and popular kids. But the whole episode of Ronnie Ann and Lori learning to accept who they are. By the way, am I the only one who thinks that every time when there's an episode like this, it always seems so much focus on Ronnie Ann and Lori? I know this episode goes into the trope of actually accepting and being yourself, kind of cliched, but an episode like this doesn't really much interest me. It's just pretty much decent, because no matter how much paint you spill on the pavement, whether you're living in a city, country, or in a neighborhood, you should learn to accept changes and not give a mindless shit about what people are going to think about or what they're going to say about you. And everybody's born completely different of what they're made to do and who they're made to be. Like, I learned that Paris in France isn't really too much the city of love. It's more like the city of sewage. I see that because the atmosphere there, it smells like, oh, you guys have no idea. The air is so pollutinatedly rank that you won't have time to make a face. You just go freaking blind. That's beside the point. If you're a city person, I think you'll have a good time with this episode. But if you're not, I guess you'd be better off watching The Loud House than the Casa Grandes. Now, for some other opinions, let's start with Finley.
Although I didn't give this episode a score or when I first reviewed it on my channel, here's to it now. A solid 7. The episode is pretty decent. I like the idea that it presents new characters like Ronnie Ann's friends, but it also gets a little repetitive, like Lori thinking she can, be a part of the big city, but she keeps failing miserably. But it does have a warm-hearted moment about Bobby telling her that, not everyone's just gonna click immediately when you move to a big city, Oh, it takes time. I'm Enes for the A-plot. I'd leave that to you two.
Okay, good pointers, family. I actually like these ones. I had no idea you actually reviewed this episode before. Okay, Amilleon, one of our favorite Cassiande's chick. What's your take on this episode?
So, gotta admit, I'm still a bit disturbed with Ronnie Ann's voice in this one, and acted like a brat as in say the date did Lincoln dirty. But there was a good reason for her. Didn't want her new friends to know about where she came from or how she lived. The scene with Lori are priceless, thinking she could live in the city, but she really thought it too long about it. This is much I could say about this episode. Thanks for bringing me back, and can't wait to do another one with the Guasayentes.
Not bad. I'm so very proud of the both of you. I'm glad you two actually decided to come and help out with this episode review. Alright, now we better get this show on the road. This has been the Loud House Critic. Have you ever wanted a Loud House episode from Season 6 that could piss you off easily?
In the loud house, duck, dodge, push and shove is how we show our love. In the loud house, gotta love mom and dad for not going completely mad.